Hi, I just want to show y'all real quick how I got achieved this makeup look. This is what I call the soft glam makeup look, and I achieved this makeup look using these products. And these products that I use, they are products I don't typically use, but I just want to share with you real quick. So first things first, I started off with primer. So I used this sample of the Smashbox Original Photo Finish, and then my other primer that I use, because you know I double or triple prime. I only double prime today, but what I did was I used the Hourglass Vanish. This is the mini, and for my brows I used the NYX the brow glue in black. So I did a slight, like, you know, very natural eye makeup look, and how I achieved that was using my bronzer, which is the NARS Laguna bronzer in the shade 8. And then I also used the Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette by Makeup by Mario, and I used this nice shimmery, like a very slight shimmery tan color on my lid, and I deepened the eye look a little bit using the e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow Cream and Sugar in this nice dark brownish shade. And I used a little bit of this also on my lid to just give it that nice soft look, and I blended it all together. The liner I used was just a gel brown liner, but it was just a nice gel brown liner that has a very, very thin, I don't know if you can see the wings, but I did a very slight wing. So the foundation, a foundation that I haven't really used is the Hourglass Stick Foundation in the shade 16.5. And what I use to conceal my brows also, sorry, I forgot to tell you, I use the Tower 28 concealer. This is what I use to conceal my brows, and also kind of like use it as a little bit as an eyeshadow base. And then I also use the NYX Bear With Me concealer in the shade Sand on my face. And sorry, the Tower 28 is in the shade SGV. The bronzer I used was the Makeup by Mario bronzer in the shade Dark Deep. Really nice bronzer. And for the blush, I used the Patrick Ta Cream and Powder Blush Duo in She's Wanted. And I also put a little bit of the She Glam Rose Ritual. All right, as I was saying before my phone died, so let me do this really quickly. So next, I went in with powders. So for my powders, I went in with the Huda Beauty Canufa and the Ultra Pink One Size. And then I used the Sephora Collection Baked Face Powder in the shade, that's not the right one, in the shade Sienna. I just said that's not the right one and I said the name of that one, the shade Mocha. And then I went in with the powder part of the Patrick Ta and used that on my cheeks just to create that nice, really pinky look. For my lashes, I used the Tarte Lights Caramel Lashes mascara, and then I filled in my brows just a little bit with the NYX Professional Makeup Blade and Shade in the shade Black. So for my lip liner, I kind of did a double thing. So my sister got me this. It's the Statue Lip Stain, and this is in the shade